All right, guys, I'm so glad you're here today. If this is your first time being here, I hope you're super excited. This is going to be really fun. I don't know if you've ever come to a Bingocize session before, but this is going to be really fun. We're going to combine your favorite game of bingo also with some exercises for you guys to do today. And then we're going to add another unique addition to the Bingocize game, and we're going to talk about some questions and information to help you reduce the risk of falling. Everybody, you all know that's right, that's a legitimate risk at your age is falling, and so we're going to talk about how you can reduce those risks of falling, and we've got some important information for you guys about that. So if you guys get ready, let's kind of review what we talked about in the last session. Last time we talked about the takeaway message is that falling is not inevitable. Even though it is a risk, it doesn't have to happen. And there are 6 ways that we can reduce your risk of falling. So we're going to go through those, okay? So the first one is to find a good balance and exercise program. Lucky day for you guys that Bingocize is exactly that. So that's going to be a great way. Participating in Bingocize is going to be a great way to help you with that. Another way is for you guys to talk to your healthcare providers about your risk of falling and ask them what they can do to help assist you with that. Another thing is when you're at the healthcare provider, review your medications list with them. Talk to your pharmacist about that stuff so that you have an idea of possible complications that might arise with medications if you're not taking them properly. And then the last thing that you can do is to talk to your family members and ask them for help in finding ways to modify your home to make it more safe for you. So these are all important takeaways, things for us to remember, and we're going to talk kind of more about these as we go through the session today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with bingo. We're going to answer some of the questions. You guys have questions in front of you, and I'm going to ask for your participation today. It's going to be fun, but we will start with bingo. So if you guys get your cards ready, we'll go ahead and start bingo. And our first bingo number today is 062. 062. So if you have bingo, or if you have 062, mark that on your card. Next one is I-25. So I-25 would be the next one. 073. So make sure and mark your cards. So if you guys will, look at the sheet in front of you, and if you will, I'm going to read the question out loud, and if you guys would read it quietly to yourselves while I read it out loud, and then we'll see if anybody knows the answer, or if you guys can help me answer the question. So people who have a moderate to high risk for falling can reduce their risk of falling by doing which of the following? A, medication management. B, increasing physical activity. C, home safety improvement, or D, all of the above. Taylor, what sounds like the best answer to you?
I would say increasing physical activity.
Okay, absolutely. Increasing physical activity is absolutely a great way to reduce falls risks. Somebody else, I'm curious if anybody else maybe would have given a different answer. Austin, what do you think?
Maybe medication management.
Great answer. That's awesome. Medication management is actually another great way to reduce falls risk. So as you can kind of see as we're talking about it, 2 of those have already been correct answers basically. So the actual answer is D, all of the above. Those are all great ways to reduce risk of falling. So through medication management, whether that's talking to your doctor or pharmacist, having your family help you with that, increasing your physical activity, and then also making home safety improvements. All of those are great ways to reduce your risk of falling. So if you guys want to circle it in your binder. So very good, guys, very good. Let's move into doing our first exercise of the morning, okay? Pick your feet up alternating just like you would if you were walking, but we're just doing it in the chair. So we'll do this for 30 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. Y'all are doing great. I love it. Everybody's picking their feet up high. Looks great. So good. Let's go back to more bingo rolls here. All right, I-17. If you have I-17, mark that on your card. I'm gonna do one more. I-24. So far, only I's and O's. I-24. All right, guys. So if you look back in your binders, where do approximately 75% of older adults fall? Is it A, in or near the home, B, at social events, C, while exercising, or D, at work? Which one of those do you think is the place that nearly 75% of adults fall?
I would say at work.
You think at work? Okay, I could absolutely see that. At work, you know, maybe you, depending on what your job is, you know, maybe you have a cluttered area, maybe you're sitting and standing and lifting things, who knows? It would depend on what your occupation is, obviously. But no, at work is not the absolute best answer, although that would be a good answer. What about somebody else? Does anybody else have another answer?
Maybe in or near the home.
Perfect. In or near the home is actually the correct answer. So most falls, if you will circle A, most falls in adults, 75% almost, happen in or near the home. Very good, thank you.